Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad and Charity. Charity is hunting some small little dog. So we're going off into the woods. Come on. Come on, you little serial killer. This way. Okay. She is just obsessed. Charity, come. Charity, come. Let's go. Come on. There's more things in here to chase. She's obsessed. Come on. This way. This way. Come on. This way. Come on. So. Another day passes. Oh, we got some downed trees in the creek. Let's go look at that. You'll see that? Charity is still being obsessive. I've been trying to teach her the subtleties of hunting, tracking, stalking. No, she smells it. She sees it, she smells it, and she's on it. from as soon as she knows what it is, she's on it, and she's chasing it down, trying to get to it, which is not, they see you coming a mile away, honey. It's best to stalk. So yeah, we got some trees that have started to fall across the creek here. We might go down there and look, but I can't get this thing back. What the hell? I'm stuck. Anyway, there we go. There we go. And so yes, there are still Americans trapped in Afghanistan. Oh, I see a family of deer in the creek. Let's see if I can get a good bead on them. Oh, just made a big old noise. Charity, stay. She is just raring to go. There we go. There we go. One right there, center. Looks like Mama and her babies. Mama and her kids. Get over here. Get over here. On me. On me. She is just obsessed. We are long gone from the dog, yet still she wishes to hunt this damn thing. It's a little bitty teacup poodle. I mean, come on. Two old people walking the dog, and Charity wants to go kill their little dog. Come on me. Nope, this way. Look, she don't know what to do. She's obsessed, focused. Come on, let's go down here and check out the trees. Yeah. Yes, so there are still Americans trapped in Afghanistan. We know this. They know this. And they do not want any of the Americans to come out alive. That's why Biden, Mr. Trader Joe, gave the Taliban a list and location of all the Americans still in Afghanistan, so they can hunt them down and ensure that they do not come out. See how this works? They want it to just go away. They want us to forget. Forget it ever happened. Forget there was ever anybody over there for 20 years. I cannot abide. I cannot abide. That is totally unsat. And every day, never forget. Every day, never forget. And like I talked before, there are people going out there. There's groups, charities, and vets that are in country trying to get these folks out. And like I said, you know, the easiest route, which is still wrought with a lot of danger, is the northern route through the mountain passes into Pakistan. See how that tree is hanging on for dear life there. There's another one. Charity come. And the State Department is actually, this is actually encouraging these countries to not allow the Americans to enter or leave their areas. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So there's an actual active plan, active program to keep the Americans in Afghanistan. What the fuck? What the fuck? That is bullshit. Such bullshit on a large scale. So yeah, screw this people. Screw this administration. There's the tree right there. Whoa. What the hell? Come here. It looks like people are trying to save it. Look at this. Looks like people came down here and propped it up. I don't know if that's going to work, but hey, it's helping, right? At least something to help. So yeah, we're not alone out here. This is the span. It's going up. That big tree is going to go though. All of them are kind of leaning. And that's what happens. This one didn't make it. But Charity, what you doing? Are you stuck? Alright, I just wanted to check out the trees before we carry on here. So we have like a double standard going on here. You guys have been watching the immigration policy deal going on. We got, as Monkey Works likes to say, is we got the poppies, we got the bananas, and we got the coconuts. You know, and you can ascertain who is who on that one. But it appears that there's more along the way. Oh. So I was told by Pan that these are walnuts. These baseball size freaking things. Fucking walnuts. They're everywhere. But yeah, it's true. If you looked at the bill, which seems to coincide with the immigration policy, they're calling for free. The Dems want free college and community assistance for the illegal immigrants, the illegal aliens, by the number of billions. They're trying really, really hard to radically, systematically, and fundamentally change this country for forever. Huh. Okay, you know, that's a new carving. Don't know what that means. Whatever. Yeah, all these trees have graffiti on them. Old and ancient graffiti. Scars. Oh, that's a new one. SG 2021. Okay. Fire and AJ. Jack, 1986. Charity keeps pulling me. Yeah, so from what I understand, the history of this place is that before the time of the Metro Park remodeling, that everybody came to the woods. Everybody did stuff in the woods. It was just, that's what you did. You went to the woods and you played and you explored and you camped out. Just had a good old time. There was no oh, down these natural steps as Charity pulls me down. And there was no regulations. So park rangers, if there were, they were few and far between. There were no paved trails, garbage cans. There was no forest management, nothing like that going on. If it was done by local municipalities and people who are just taking an interest in it. Now there's a definite organization and funding, and yeah, they really do a good job, though, I must admit. But, you know, over there's where I seen the naked old man. As I was sitting here hunting deer over there, just sitting here, like, damn, already compromised. So yeah, that's going on still. And like I said before, you know, to go through these checkpoints, you got to have some money. And faster than not is check her out. That the Afghan money is drying up. It's becoming a defunct fiat currency. So I have heard stories of Bitcoin being used and gold bullion, which is kind of the norm, and the U.S. dollar still has some power over there. So you can still get shit done if you got some U.S. dollars, or Pakistani dollars. So you're going to Pakistan, you got the Pakistani equivalent of the dollar. Oh, great. Perfect timing. There's two dogs that way. We're going this way. So, outstanding. So, switch over to my ugly mug. So, it's the daunting task that's going on while the Taliban is literally taking over the country. And invoking their Sharia law upon everyone. Everyone, everything. Women are being, if they're of certain ages, women are being rounded up. Charity, no. Charity, come. Get over here. Get over here. On me. Stay. Stay with me. She's trying to cross the road. See what I mean? Crazy. She gets this notion in her head that she's going to hunt this dog to the ends of the earth. Screw some damn traffic. She's going through it. So I'm going to keep her over here in the woods. All right? Yeah. Come on. Charity, come. Charity, come. Charity, come. This way. So yeah, think about that. I always, early on in our my tour, my illustrious tour across the world as a Marine, you know, going to these port of calls and strange lands, it was very customary. I kept $100 in my pocket, and $150, $200 of American money in your pocket. And also, you always wanted to go to that country and exchange, get some local money, just to buy stuff and be part of the being able to use that money and buy things you want. And, haggling was always a deal, always a cool thing. You could walk into a store and go, "Oh, you want 50 rubles for that? How about 25? No, 30. I'll give you 32. 35, my friend, for you. Okay." When in all actuality, he probably bought it for 10 rubles. But anyway, doesn't matter. That's the game. It's the game you play. But when it comes to times of unrest, and you really need to get the hell up out of there because the company's gone to shit, the country's gone to hell in a handbasket. It is wise to have some money on you, and if you're going to have money, then you might as well have protection as well. So it's a hell of a thing, But you're going to go through checkpoints, and that's what these guys are doing. They're setting up checkpoints everywhere. Not only the Taliban, the ISIS, and Al Qaeda, but local tribal leaders, and that want to make some money and extort the mass exodus of people coming through, which it is, and not just Americans. It's foreign nationals too. Charity, stay. Trying to cross this road here. She is. Charity, stay. Stay. So, good girl, stay. And let's go. Yay! Finally, she gets to get over here and hunt the scent of this dog, right? That she's been hunting. I guesstimate her nose is about 250 times that of a human. I mean, she can smell anything. Like I said, she could smell dogs outside the house, 500 meters, 300 meters away. Like, how in the fuck? Like, all right, okay, cool. I mean, real badass. Talk about a force multiplier. And what you doing? Charity, stay. Ladies, oh. All right, had to pick up something, and something interesting. This lady crossed the street from this house, across the street into the Metro Parks. She was carrying a tote, and she started calling to the deer. And she's actually, I can't show you. She's actually hand feeding the deer stuff. And she did a little, you probably heard her calling, whatever. And it came right up to her. She started feeding them by hand. Mommy and her babies. So it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a bad thing for them, actually. But they're getting a free meal. But there's so much food around here anyway. It's be a great place to be a deer. It really is. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Switch over to here. Can I get her? Yeah, I can get her. Not getting anything else. But yeah, so you can understand the logistics involved in getting out of that place. And you've seen the footage of these folks just by the hundreds and thousands, just walking for hundreds of miles, everybody trying to get up in there. They got their dirty little sleep shirts on, and these women in their hijabs, trying to climb this damn mountain, mountain pass. Looks like something that that you take your 4-wheel drive truck up, or an ATV. So here they are in their little dirty sleep shirts, trying to climb this damn thing. Charity, stay. Charity, go. So, but that's necessary to try to get to that Pakistani checkpoint, and to circumvent the other nefarious checkpoints that litter the countryside. So it's bad. It's very bad. It's a hard thing to try to navigate. And they're not. They probably got some water, maybe some food in a bag. You know, that's about it. You know, they're running for their lives. Everybody is running for their lives, and it's no different. The Americans, I mean, they're also being hunted by the indigenous population. They, you know, there's rewards. There's a reward for those folks, for those Americans out there. So, you know, you can't hide. There's no hiding. You basically have to stay in your house. Can't come out. Or if you come out, you better diddy mow as soon as you can. Get out of the area. Cover of darkness. But they have NVGs too. You know, they got night vision capabilities now. So think about that. And they're being hunted on their phones. They're calling the State Department. They're calling anybody they can, and they're getting blocked. Their phones that they were using, that they could use and talk to their loved ones back home, you know, in the States, it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. Even though they've got contracts and they've been paying good money for that, you know, no, it doesn't work anymore. Sorry, you can't call United States anymore. No help for you. Stranger in a strange land, all alone, left to die. And that's their plan. So let them die. They want them to die. Because think about it. One American comes back from this ordeal, and they will. Okay? They will. Imagine the story they have to tell. Imagine that. So now I'm inside. Yesking on something. This is my bluing the spear, which is turning out really cool. That's paint. That's white paint, but it's turning out real nice. It's getting darker. It's got these patterns on it. It's just a build-up process, and what I'm using is just this stuff right here. Oh, danger, danger. Yeah, whatever. And basically I just take this, wet it down, soak it, coat it. Doesn't take much. And then after about 30 seconds or so, I wash it off with water, rinse it with a wet cloth, reapply, dry it, reapply, and let it set, and just continuously do this over and over again. And so eventually I'll get these, you know, the whole thing will be blued, which is a type of oxidation, really. So, and then oil it, and it's gonna be badass. So bear with me here as I set you up on the table. So back to, you know, what we were talking about. Ooh, it's kind of warm in here. It's a little warm out there after that little jaunt through the wilderness. But why? Why would you leave hundreds, if not thousands, of Americans in Afghanistan? Now, we've been there for 20 years. And why would you get hundreds of thousands of Afghanistanis, the poppies, out of there and to set them up in this country. That's a good question. I can only hypothesize, which I'm going to try. So, all those Americans, all those contractors, all those people living and working in Afghanistan. They were working with the Afghan. This is my hypothesis: is that they were working and training them. Maybe they were providing some kind of training services for them, so that they can come here and do whatever they like. Why else would they just let thousands of Afghanistanis, into this country and purposely leave Americans behind? Purposely. It wasn't an accident. They've known for a long time that this was going to happen and that this is how they were going to do it. And you can say whoever the new sandwich order, the Trader Joe administration, the military brass, silver and brass. It's all been compromised. It's all been compromised, and yeah. Even the Americans that actually they accomplished the mission of getting out of their house during a freaking uprising, a Taliban takeover. They made it to the airport. They made it to the gates. They had the credentials, and they turned them away. They were denied access. And this is when the military was there. When the United States military still had control of Kabul. These Americans made it. Congratulations, you and your family made it to safety. Now stand by, and you believe that you're going to be helped because you made it to safety because you got no place else to go. So yeah, I can absolutely, with some certainty, say that those 13 Marines and sailors and Army military that were blown up in the explosion, the ISIS, suicide bomber, with 200 plus people dead. 200 plus people dead. I can with certainty say that Americans were in that group. And we're just worrying about the 13. Think about it. We're not stupid. And if you're over there, you're not stupid. You were over there because you had skill set, you were doing something, you were getting paid to do something, and you were making a life, and that life involved your skill set as an American asset, as a contractor, as whatever. So you're not an idiot, you can see the writing on the walls. You can see what's going on around you, and you implement your bug out plan, and you get to the airport where everybody is going, and then you're denied access. Imagine the horror. Imagine that. Imagine the horror. Shift moment for real, right there. I can't. It was purposely done to leave those Americans back there. It was purposely done to leave all that gear back there, to leave all that money, all that equipment, all those guns, all those vehicles, all that was purposefully done. Okay? The 45 administration had a plan. Their plan was to get all Americans and foreign nationals that qualify out. And they weren't going to tell you when everybody was going to leave, when that mission could be accomplished. The mission was going to be accomplished when everybody was out. All American civilians, contractors, and all that were out. And then the military pulls out in increments. It was only 2,500 at the time. In increments. And then bomb everything from orbit. Tell the Afghan army, you better grab what you can because we're blowing everything up as we leave. And that was the plan. But it changed. Why did it fucking change? When 46 came in and said, no, we can't do that. That's stupid. Because they had ulterior motives. There was another plan in place. You don't just walk away from a country in 20 years, after 20 years of investing all that money, all that time, all that equipment, just to walk away in the middle of the night. No. This was not a strategic withdrawal. This was somebody on that map over there, that world map over there. Somebody said, "Get the fuck out right now. Just get out. Leave everything behind and get the fuck out." So, only time will tell what's going to happen here. Yeah, and we can only speculate on who said that. But so yeah, they're going to do that to them. They can do it to us rather easy. Rather easy, right here. But we have the home team advantage, don't we? That's what we think. Until, of course, we have our own little occupying force, which is growing by the day. 60,000. Was it Panama gave a warning to everybody that 60,000 coconuts are on their way to the U.S. southern border. 60,000. So that would explain why there's such a move. The NGs, the November Golf, are on the move and being deployed south. Why there's so much traffic going on in the military skies? They're getting ready. They're getting ready to stop this flow. And even Trader Joe is not in charge of this. It's the states going, hey, we need help now. We need manpower. We need equipment. We need food. We need logistics. This is going to be a shitstorm. Help now. And other states are helping, and that's what's up. I mean, that's crazy. 60,000. That's a hell of a force. Most of them are fighting age males. But that's the plan from outside, from the new sandwich order. The New Delhi. That's their plan is what they call relocation or replacement immigration. Just flood the country, derail a third world country, make it totally unlivable, and then provide the people there with a ability to mass exodus out into a tier 1 society of, they did it to Europe, they did it to the UK, they're doing it to us. Australia is kind of harder. They're just locking it down. That's where they're trying their grand experiment. And the rest of the world is letting it happen. We should be over there going, no, this ain't happening. Stand the fuck down. There should be a call to arms, but it's been in place. They have isolated, contained, and now they're starting to destroy everything that we know, and all the fail safes and all the security contingencies that we had. They're being they've been compromised, manipulated, and or just flat out nullified. So, and confusion in the fog of this war is a major thing, major weapon. That's what they're using. Deception. Deception is the biggest weapon you can have in war. And this is Sun Tzu said it best. To win without fighting is best. It's the smartest way to do it. If I can convince you, if I can convince the enemy to leave the area or destroy themselves without me doing anything but talking or bribing someone, or I kill one government official or something. Shit, I'm not. I'm just saying this as that's what they would do. They would assassinate a daimyo or something like that, and that's it. That's all they had to do, and make believe that there's 10,000 troops over here when they only have 500 over there, and the attacking army says, "Oh, we're out of here. Screw that." But I'm not. No, I'm not trying to, facilitate or say anything about violence. Don't do violence. But because that's what that is their tactics, is to intimidate, coerce, threaten, lie, cheat, steal, to get you to destroy yourself, and they're doing it from multiple angles. Using our own authority against us. You see what's happening in Australia. It's the military, or the actual police force, which they'd been in training for about 5 years, if not longer, on how to do exactly what they're fucking doing. Do you understand? This is not something that just happens overnight. Like, oh, okay, yeah, it's COVID-19. No, this is a tyrannical freaking regime that's taking over, and by whatever means necessary. And it's been in the works for a long fucking time, Operation Lockstep. So I'm not saying anything about pokey jabbies or anything like that. So I'm not. I'm talking about straight up a massive sounds like my car alarm. Hold on a second. And it is not. Okay. It's another car just like it, or similar. Oh, that's a Toyota. They got the same sound. Yeah, confusing. But you see my point. This is a worldwide thing. But the way that you beat it, it's very simple. No consent. Do not comply. That's it. That's all. That word, no. 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 We still have the law on our side here. And that's actually I wanted to talk about that if I could, kind of dance around this. Is that the Nuremberg trials and the paperwork and all that, and plus the world court and all that. It is clear and concise that what is going on is absolutely fucking illegal. Absolutely. And punishable by either capital punishment, imprisonment for life, or imprisonment for a long fucking time. The Nazi Germany's years after they did their whole atrocities, still went to Hague and still got sentenced to death. And everyone that helped them got rounded up and sentenced as well. What we're seeing here is very, very simple as far as like everything from your local and the corporations doing that thing, that the thing was told to do the thing, and all the things were told you got to get the thing or you can't do the thing. Very simple. You do it or you don't have a job. That kind of thing. Even in the feds office space, you know, any kind of job, all of it, even flying. Everyone involved, from the bottom to the top, is guilty of treason. Yes, that's what the law clearly says. So we are definitely in WROL. But it's not what we thought. It is a super police state. A super police state of the world. Oh shit. We thought we had checks and balances for that, right? We thought we did. Australia did too. UK did too. The people did too. But alas, those that put themselves in power, this whole thing took over. But we don't have to do that. We don't have to do what they say. We don't. We're Americans anyway. How many people do you know? It's very simple. How many people do you know follow the traffic signs? Speed limit 35. Not too many. Speed limit 60. 55. We even wrote a song. I can't drive 55. You know that song? Yeah, we can't. Everybody speeds. And that was just mere suggestions for safe driving. We can't even do that. We refuse to do that. There's people that actually they actually budget their speeding tickets into their year. Because they know, you know, I gotta do 100 miles an hour to get to work every day, and that I have to go through a 35, a 45, a 55, and a 60 mile an hour speed zone. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get caught, so I'm just gonna go ahead, pay the ticket, pay the fine, pay the high insurance. Okay, whatever. But fuck it, we still cannot. We still can't follow that. So we're not the most compliant, you know, in the world. We're not at all. Anywhere else I've went, you see basically the same thing. You want to have you want to have an exciting time. Get into any European taxi cab driver's car and say, "Here's a bunch of money. I need to get to Paris in an hour and a half." He's like, "That's 3 hours." You're gone. You'll be there in an hour and a half. And it will be crazy. And some people might get ran off the road. It's you know. So, you know, we're always going to find a way to do what we want, do what we can, and even just do things in spite. So, you know, how they think that they're going to get some kind of like super compliant human being population out of all this is it's absolutely fucking ludicrous. It's stupid. There's no way. There's no way. Case in point, the reason I'm bringing this up is because today, Charity, all the training, all the time and effort that I put into her, totally all out the window because she seen and smelt this little dog that lives in this area, and she would not listen to any commands or anything. She was hell-bent and determined and focused on getting to that dog, regardless of what was in her way. Damn. I tried everything. I tried to be nice. And, I tried, not being nice is not really mean, but just a little tug, a little discipline. But I didn't really. I learned you don't raise your voice. Sometimes I use the commanding voice. But that's it. And then just stop. I just stop. Just don't move. Tighten the reins. Tighten the leash, and that's it. Stop pulling me. But anyway, yeah. Even her. I mean, she knew better, but she didn't care. She wanted that damn dog. Yeah, fucking little serial killer. So the Viva la Resistance that is going to come out of this new sandwich order, is it's going to pale in comparison. I remember some of the greatest stories that I ever read that just really sparked my interest was the Israeli Nazi hunters. These guys, they focused their whole life and dedication into finding these war criminals. The Dr. Meglas and the Gobos and all those guys, everybody, that was involved from the top down, hunted down, and brought to trial. Will that happen now? Will that happen in the future? See, that's what they're afraid of. That's what they're afraid of, and all it takes is us to say, no, you're not. We're not doing that. It's a bad idea. I don't want to do it. This country is going to take a long, long, long time to get to that point where, we're like Australia. So, yeah. So what do? We carry on. We continue to prep, and we continue to train, and we fight in the shade. I kind of like that, and stand by to until our day in the sun. And then just non-compliance. Same thing. Lie if you have to. And teach your kids. It might be necessary to take our kids out of school. That's the thing, is that they're using our stuff against us. We know that the colleges have been a breeding ground for this wokeism for a long fucking time, and absolutely just subverting and changing our budding generation into what you've seen in that summer of love. Mostly peaceful protesting going on. Burning buildings and shootings and stuff. Yeah, that's your that's what happens when those college kids got out of college. Oh, this is what I went to college for. Oh, okay. Now they're doing it in our schools, in our high schools, elementary. Yeah, not good. So, and we know that IRS is going to be the IRS, the CDC, all the FEMA. They're going to take the spear and the brunt to us. With their systems to lock us down and to bend us to their will and make us do what they want and take this and take that from us, and even this fake little knife will not be legal. Any kind of sharp piece of metal, ergo anything that goes bang bang or pop pop. But that's going to take a long time. That's going to take a long time for them. We have time to to plan, prep, and prepare. And that's what we got to do. We got to do that. And yeah, my kitchen looks like a freaking looks like a restaurant right now. I've got all these cans everywhere. I'm thinking, what am I going to fill those cans with? So, and I got to work, and I got to make money, and I got to pay bills, and I got to, do this and do that. So it's going to be a juggling process. But we all have to do it, right? Until we can't anymore. And then we have our contingency for that. So that is it. That is all. That is our strategy for now. And they know and we know. We know that they know and they know that we know that they know that we will not go quietly into that good night. We will rage against the dying of the light. That's what we do. So I'm gonna leave it there. It's been Matt Shad, encouraging you all to continue to train, continue to prep. Because remember, it's a mad, mad world out there.